Hey everyone, I'm Rob Pizzola, professional sports bettor and host of Circles Off. Today we're tackling a topic that can take your sports betting game to the next level. If you're serious about winning, or even just losing less, there are some big mistakes recreational bettors make that you absolutely don't want to repeat. Let's break them down so you can avoid the pitfalls and start betting smarter. Let's start with the biggest mistake, betting without a plan. Most recreational bettors open up their sportsbook app, they see a game they like, and they think, why not throw $50 on my favorite team? Now this approach might be fun, but it's a losing strategy over the long run. You need a plan. This means knowing your bankroll, how much you're willing to risk on each bet, and sticking to it. A general rule of thumb, bet 1 to 2% of your bankroll per wager. This way, you can survive the inevitable losing streaks, and you can stay in the game long enough to let your edge play out over time. Next up, chasing losses. You've been there before. Your bets aren't hitting, you're thinking, I need to make back what I lost. So you double down or you bet on a late night game you know nothing about just to try to break even. Sound familiar? This is the quickest way to drain your bankroll. Betting emotionally rather than sticking to a strategy will lead to impulsive decisions. Accept that losses happen, it's part of the game. Winning bettors play the long game, they don't try to recover in one night. Now mistake number 3, ignoring line value, is a very important one. Most recreational bettors focus on who they think will win, not whether or not the odds actually make for a good bet. This is where sharp bettors have the edge. Let's say you want to bet on a team at minus 140. Do you know if minus 140 offers value? Have you compared lines across multiple sportsbooks? Maybe another book has the same team at minus 130, or maybe minus 140 is too steep based on the implied probability and your own analysis. Winning bettors don't just bet on outcomes, they bet on prices. Always shop around for the best line and make sure the odds give you a positive expected value. If you're not doing this, you're leaving money on the table. Another big mistake, relying on gut feelings or meaningless trends. You've heard it before. Team X is 9-1 on Thursdays when it rains and there's a full moon. Trends like this might sound interesting, but they rarely have any predictive value. They're noise, not signal. Winning bettors rely on data, analysis, and logic, not gut instincts or arbitrary trends. Betting is not about who you feel is going to win, it's about finding an edge in the market and exploiting it. And finally, let's talk about betting too many games. If you're betting 15 games a day or throwing in 10-leg parlays for a big payout, you're probably spreading yourself way too thin. Now, winning bettors either bet a lot of volume because they know how to quantify their edges, or they're selective. In the latter instance, they wait for spots where they know they have an edge, where the odds are in their favor. Betting fewer games with a solid edge will yield much better results for you than firing on every game just because it happens to be on TV. And by the way, sportsbooks love parlays. Why? Because they're a low-risk, high-profit product for them. Stick to straight bets or small parlays if you must, but don't make them your main strategy if you're a rec bettor. So to recap, have a plan, don't chase losses, focus on line value, avoid meaningless trends, and be selective with your bets as much as possible. Those are the foundational steps to becoming a winning bettor. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comments down below what's the biggest betting mistake you've made and how did you learn from it. Thanks for watching. Good luck with your bets.